If you do need anything, that is
它是我这边用的是那个阿什么，而且不丢针，就各方面都很正常。哎，有。
all right. Finally, we are back.
有了，这次真有了。
Yeah. Hey everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hanjin Holdings. How are you doing?
就延迟有点大，到现在是
我这边出来了吗？我这边出来了。Yes, we are finally make it. We finally make it. Hi everyone, this is Oliver from Hanjin Holdings. 本来 YouTube 它延迟就大。All right. So now let's directly check about the whole protecting line. And for our company, we how to control about the 3D. Oh, it is here. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hanjin Holdings. If this is your first time to came to the live, you guys please do give me a subscribe so that next time we do a live stream, you'll be noticed. And by the way, for our company, it is called Hanjin Holdings. Which, hey, how are you? TR. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver. And for our company, it is called Hanjin Holdings. And our company has done the starch business and the like Gary protecting line and cassava flour business above 10 years, which we do accumulate so many experiences in these 10 years. So if you would like to start your own starch business, flour business, or Gary protecting line, you can just easily leave something in the comment to let me know that you're interested. I believe our sales manager can directly show you more detailed information about our live. Yeah. We are doing the live. Oh my god, this is so amazing. Hey, can you check? Can you see about this image here? Good afternoon. And for our company, it is mainly focused on the yeah. Yeah, it is so good. It is so good. All right. So amazing. All right. Where am I? So let's start with the 3D video. Let's start with this 3D video. So first, hi, how are you, Bella? Bella Zhang, good afternoon. Welcome to the live. Currently, we are doing the live stream on Alibaba and the YouTube at the same time. So right now, check about the equipment here. The first one that we use is about this feeding hopper. For this equipment, we mainly to control all the cassava or potato or sweet potato raw material can directly get into this whole protecting line in a certain speed to make sure this whole protecting line it is working really smooth. And at the bottom, you guys can see at the bottom there is a vibration device. It is keep vibrating to put all the raw material directly get on this whole protecting line that we can. 刚才有人来。
无所谓，你今天播半个小时吧。
OK，
要不然后面都管太多了。
OK。So at the bottom for this equipment, there is a feeding hopper. It is keep vibrating to put all the raw material get on this whole protecting line and to save a lot of. Hi Bella, how are you? Welcome to the live. So to lower the pressure for the later equipment, especially for the cutting machine and for the rasper. All right, and then we have this build conveyor. Can you guys see clearly about the vibration side? And then it is the bell conveyor. It is not the most important one, but it is a very essential one. And for the first part that we use, it is removing impurities part, or we can just call it like washing part. Can you guys see about this? This is called dry sieve. When it is working, it is keep rotates. And when the raw material get into this equipment, there is a really special helix design. It is adopted inside for this equipment. And when it is working, all the raw material will like rush to each other and to remove the impurities on the surface for potato, sweet potato, and cassavas. And at the bottom, you guys can see this is the impurities outlet. You guys can see here. This is the impurities outlet, the bottom part. So normally we will suggest our clients to set this equipment at the outside for the workshop so we can easily to make sure the whole workshop is clean. And it has a really simple structure. I believe you guys can see it really clearly. Has a really simple structure, so when it is working, it is easy to maintain. It's easy to handle. And then it is our it is our like conveyor, water conveyor here. And then the next part, it is our destone machine, destoner. Because the raw materials have different gravity and different weight with the heavy impurities like the stones. So through this equipment, it can remove the stones, remove the heavy impurities in a really high efficient way. And if you'd like to know more detailed information, just easily type something in the comments. I am waiting for your comments. And the next part, it is our rotary washing equipment. When all the raw material get in this equipment, let me just post it here. Hi SD, how are you? Welcome to the lab. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings, and currently we are checking about this one. It is called rotary washing equipment. It is more suitable for potato and sweet potato, like the big size raw materials, and it has a really small damage for all the raw material. You guys must be attention when you're choosing about the raw materials equipments, the washing equipments, because I mean, for this whole processing line, it is mainly to obtain the starch. As we all know, if the raw material it is damaged in the first part, all the starch content will easily get into like the sugar content in a really quick time, in a really short time. So if we damage about our raw materials in the beginning part, the final amount of the starch will be totally influenced. So when you're choosing about the equipment, you have to pay more attention for this part. Yeah, and for this rotary washing equipment, it is adopt counter-current washing principle. What is the meaning for counter-current washing principle, ladies and gentlemen? For the counter-current washing principle, you guys can check. At the bottom, there are two kind of valves. Hey, how are you, Tony? How are you, Tony RD? This is Oliver from Henan Doing Holdings, and currently for today's lab, we are showing about tuber starch processing line. And if you do need anything, you can just come to the lab and easily type something in the comment. I can definitely show you more details about our equipment. And currently we are showing you the rotary washing equipment. At the bottom, there are two different kind of valves. The inlet part have one valve, and the outlet part do have one of the valves. So normally we will turn on 1/3 of the inlet part valve, so that all the water will directly move to the inlet part, but all the raw materials is from the inlet part moving to the outlet part, so that we can make it into a counter-current washing principle to make sure the final washing efficiency. And if you'd like to know more detailed information for this equipment, just directly let me know. And for this equipment, we do have different capacities from 2 ton per hour to 10 ton per hour. Welcome BU to like 20 ton per hour. We all have the capacity equipments here. So if you do need any capacities, just leave something in the comment to let me know. Our assistant will reach to you, contact you in a really short time to like share more detailed information with you. And this is our rotary washing equipment. And inside of the equipment, we are adopt reusable water. So all the water in the whole processing line, it is reusable, and do not worry about the water quality. There are some like provides clients, provides viewers curious about the question like, is the water clean? Like if the water will totally affect the final quality for the starch? The answer is no, because we do have the water system, the polluted water system. And then let's keep checking about this whole line. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check about this part. After washing by the rotary washing machine, Then we do have the milk bale conveyor, and then we have the clean water pipe here, or we can just call it like spray water pipe to wash all the raw materials again to make sure the final quality. Especially for the raw materials, we have to wash it really clean so that we can, after we cut it, after we wash it, we can obtain the high quality of the tuber starch, cassava starch. And that is all for the washing part. We do have like the dry side, we do have the destoner, and we do have the this one, a rotary washing equipment. And for these three equipment, it is more suitable for uh, potatoes and sweet potato, those kind of big size raw materials. And from now on, hey Is, how are you? Welcome to the live. Hello, how are you? This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings. How are you? How's your day going? Oh, you are from Indonesia, right? You are from Indonesia. And this is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings. And from now on, it's about our cutting equipment and our raspberry equipment. Let me directly show you about it. It's two kind of ways to totally crush the raw materials. And the first one, it is our cutting machine. Yeah, check about this one. This is our cutting machine, and the material it is made of 4CR13, which is a really durable equipment. With this kind of raw material, we can use the equipment more than 1 year or 2 year without any questions. It is really durable, long service life. And if you guys are can see it really clearly, you guys may notice the size, the shape for the knife. It is a really special design. It is a diamond knife design. So for this equipment, it is mainly to cut all the raw material into small pieces, like normally around 3 cm to 5 cm, so that we can better to rasp all the raw materials and improve the final starch rate. And by the way, there are two kinds of rate. It is adopted inside of the equipment. There is a rotary one, and by the way, there is another type one, which we normally call it like a stable one. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the live. And after the cutting machine is our rasper here, but before the rasper, we just said one of the magnetic separator. Let me show you about the details for the magnetic separator. Because for this whole production line, it is transport all the raw material. It is transported by the vehicles. So we to make sure that our whole the raspberry it is totally protected. So we do set of the magnetic separator here. So with the protection by the magnetic separator, we can use the raspberry about more than we can use the equipment to handle more than 3,000 tons to 6,000 tons raw material without any questions, which is a really durable equipment. And then it is our raspberry. Check about it. There is a really huge rotary drum. It is inside of the equipment. And the more capacity do you have, like the smallest capacity, there are also more than 80 of the blades. It is on the surface. But if you do have a bigger capacity, like yeah, if you do have more capacities, it will have more of the blades, like around 100 of the blades or 200 of the blades, and the crushing rate it is about 96%. It is a really high efficient one. Especially, let me give you an example. In the market, there are so many different kinds of the crushing equipment. For example, like the hammer mill. Hey Saud, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. And currently we are showing you the tuber starch processing line, and this is our rasper. For the rasper, we do have different capacities from 2 ton per hour to 20 ton per hour, or if you need bigger capacities, we all have it in stock. So if you need anything, you can just easily say something in the comment to let me know. And in the market, there are another different kind of the equipment, which is called the hammer braking equipment. And the braking equipment, it is mainly about 冷16度了 and the braking rate, it is around 80%, but for our equipment it is mainly about above 96%. So with the same amount of 100, okay. So with the same amount of the raw materials, you can totally obtain more of the raw materials by using the raspberry. Let me give you an example in a really detail. Let me just give you the examples. If you do have of 100 ton of the raw materials, by using the raspberry, you can get 96 ton of the starch. But if you are using about the hammer braking equipment, you can achieve like obtain 80 ton of the raw materials. Hi, Bite. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver. Welcome, South. How are you? Good afternoon. This is Oliver from Huananjing Holdings. If this is your first time to come to the live, do make sure you can just easily type something in the comment because I am totally waiting for your comments. This is our raspberry, and if you do need anything that is related to starch business, flour business, and Gary processing line, we all have the equipments here, so you can just easily drop anything in the comment area. Hey Sambati, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hanajin Holdings, and currently we are showing you the tuber starch processing line. And ladies and gentlemen, check about this equipment. Voila, over here. This is our centrifuge side. The purpose for this it is mainly to sieve out all of the fibers, big size fibers, to make sure the final starch quality. You can check. There is a mesh. Hi LYBYD, welcome to the live. I have already sent you our catalog. If you do need anything, just let me know. All right, there is a mesh. It is inside for the centrifuge side, and the fiber, due to the big size, it can go through for the mesh, but all the starch, it is in a really tiny shape, so it can go through for the mesh. So to filter out all of the fibers, and we normally have 4 or 5 of the equipments as a bundle. You guys can see here to lower the loss for the starch. Yeah, normally we will use 4 or 5 of the centrifuge side as a bundle to filter out all of the bigger size impurities like the fibers. And the when it is working, it is in a really high rotary speed, which is in 1 minute it can rotate for 1,200 times. But in the market, there are different kind of the centrifuge side. There is a vertical one. Do not choose about the vertical one because the rotary speed, it is above to 600 to 800 times in 1 minute. Because if it had the bigger speed, rotary speed, all the raw material will easily get out of the centrifuge side. So do make sure choose those kind of centrifuge side when making the decision. And all of the materials inside this whole processing line, it is made of 304 food grade stainless steel. So no worry about its quality. Like some people will ask, with long years, like more than 1 year, is it more easily to rust? The answer is totally no, because the raw material, it is 304 food grade stainless steel. It will not have, it is not have kind of questions or problems. And then it is our descender, because in the cassava tubers or in the potatoes or in the sweet potatoes, even though we have done all the raw material have already go through for 3 washing equipments, but in the very tiny places, it still have some kind of like the dust or some other tiny, really tiny impurities. So we do have the descenders to remove the sand for another time to make sure the final quality for the starch. And due to the different gravity and different weight for sand, fine sand, and the cassava, potato, and sweet potato starch. The sand weight it is normally around 2, but like the starch quality it is mainly around 1.6. So we can easily to remove the fine sand by this desander. And then it is our hydrocyclone station. You guys can check about the hydrocyclone station. It is the station because it normally have 18 or 19 of the equipments here, and it is a totally sealed equipment. Let's see the inside. And inside of here, there are a lot of tubes. It is inside the hydrocyclone station. See about the tubes. When all the starch get into the equipment, it will keep swirling and have the due to the force for the weight and gravity, all the heavy impurities will moving at the bottom part, removing at the bottom part. Hey Tony, Art, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver. How's your day going? How's your day going? Welcome to the live. I mean, by using 18 or 19 of the hydrocyclone equipments, you can totally remove about the cells inside the starch. And let me show you about the 18th of the equipment because for different party have different uses in this part. From 1 to 3, it is recycling. I mean, there are so many of other clients curious about what is the purpose for this one. I mean, there are a lot of different standards for the national requirement for the different national standards, like for the whiteness, for the size for all of the starch. It has a really great standard, so we have to control the final quality. It can increase about the whiteness and lower the greenness. If you do have any questions right now, you guys can just put your question in the comment to let me know. This is our hydrocyclone station. And then, by the way, this is Oliver from Henan Holdings. Our company is in Henan Province, China. So that's our factory. We do have 2 factories in total, and the final amount it is about 40,000 square meters with more than 200 of the workers producing the equipment at the same time. And our equipment have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries. If you do need anything that is related to starch business, cassava, potato, or sweet potato, or cassava flour, or Gary processing line, you can just leave something in the comment. I am waiting for your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and this one, check about it. We use this equipment to remove the water content. How are you? GM, and Bella, and SD, welcome to the live, and also for Tony, RD, welcome to the live. And the last equipment in this whole processing line it is the drying, the flash dryer. And for the flash dryer, there are multiple things that I'd like to show you. Hold a second, let me just post it here. For the flash dryers, we are using a really special design pipe. You guys can check about the size for the pipe. It is bigger size, smaller size, bigger size, smaller size. According to those kind of design, we can prolong the drying time for the flash dryer. Hold a second. If you do have any questions right now, just put your question in the comment, all right? Yeah, let me just start here. This is our flash dryer. Ladies and gentlemen, check about this flash dryer. The pipe size, it is different. The bigger size, one smaller size, one bigger size, one smaller size, when we can prolong the drying time. And inside of the pipe, the temperature, it is normally around 70 degrees or 60 degrees. It is totally different according to your basis information. And what's more, it is under pressure. Why we're using the under pressure? Because the pipe, when it connected to each other, there were like small gap. It is inside for the in the middle. So if we are using, we are not using about the under pressure, when we're blowing about all the starch, it will easily to fly out of the pipe to cut the loss for the starch drying part. And normally for this flash dryer, the size, the height, it is around 15 meters or 20 meters. It is different. And then it is our the sieving machine, starch sieving machine. Check about this sieving machine. It have 10 of the different kind of mesh, from 6 mesh to 80 mesh. It is different. We can control the final quality for the starch size. And what's more, for this starch sieving machine, it has a long cooling part. We can easily to cooling down the temperature for the starch, especially after the flash dryer. We can easily 还有3分钟。对。So this is our starch sieving machine. It is kind of useful here. And for the next equipment, it is our packaging machine. So if you do need anything that is related to starch business, especially for potato starch, cassava starch, sweet potato starch, we do have more than 10 years experiences for those kind of raw materials. And if you do need anything, just easily leave something in the comment. I am waiting for a comment, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's no further question, that will be all for today's live, and wish you guys can have a really wonderful Tuesday. And this live will be end in 2 minutes. Just give me 2 more minutes.它这个是挺好用的，它那儿看上去质量怎么样？你看，挺好的是吧？还行，我觉得。我感觉挺好的。换了个新的直播平台。调完了，快冻死我了。你的不换。你的还不烫。我为啥不能换？过段时间。Hey, good afternoon, Tony, RD. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hanajin Holdings. And before I ending this live, let me show you guys again about our company. Our company is called Hanajin Holdings. For our company, it is in Henan province and China. So that's a factory. We do have 2 in total, and the final amount is about 40,000 square meters, with more than 200 of the workers producing the equipment at the same time. By the way, we do have our overseas office, which is in Nigeria. So if you are living in the tropical area or subtropical areas, we can save you a lot of shipping cost, which is a really amazing deal for you. So yeah, do subscribe about our channel or about our shop, because next time we do a live stream will be noticed. That will be all for today's live. Wish you guys have a really wonderful Tuesday. All right, so see you guys next time. Bye bye, bye bye here. 这个播了37分钟够，这个还有2分钟。All right.